The incident. August 11th and 12th, 2017. 2 days that the rest of this country uses to define this city. The events that happened on those 2 days were so dispersed, but it was a moment to reflect on what history was trying to communicate to us. This incident was important because it forced people to examine the relationship between UVA and Charlottesville, recognizing the deep problem we have regarding institutional memory and how people remember and create their understanding of where they are, and furthermore, recognizing the importance of naming it. We are speaking to the history of this university. How does that inform what we're facing right now? This year marks the 50th anniversary of women being co-educated within the undergraduate schools, making UVA the last public institution of higher education in the United States to co-educate. Not surprisingly, it's also the 50th anniversary of so-called integration being implemented. 50 years, half a century. How much actual change has been achieved? How much actual change is still needed? For several decades, UVA has maintained admission policies and practices rooted in xenophobia, racism, and nativism while claiming to be a place of learning and dialogue. So many voices have been left out of this narrative that has been built here at UVA. So many voices that were not respected, validated, and in many cases ignored. The UVA bourgeoisie keeping the checks and balances in their favor, continuing a system of exploitation in the name of progress, while not acknowledging in a tangible way that the playing field is not level. Who is still being excluded from the university? I think a lot about the undocumented students that are being excluded from this university and the documented students who are incredibly marginalized. That is not right and that is not acceptable. You take it one step at a time. You see the world unfolding in front of your eyes and you look to the next chapter and then you leave the room for some hope. But it's difficult to not be skeptical because politicians say, oh, we care about the dreamers. In their eyes, we are still the foreigners. We are still the other. Here at this university, it's essentially the bootstraps mentality, all the while they impede the progress of the undocumented and other historically neglected groups. UVA has finally agreed to matriculate undocumented students. But that is not enough. Where is the financial aid? Where are the resources that give those same students the tools needed to succeed? We should be treated with dignity and respect for all that we have added to this society, this community, and this university. I'm thinking about going into law. Immigration law, to be exact. There is a reality of going to law school that I'll gain the necessary skills to think critically regarding how to navigate this country with an immense focus on the Constitution, which I am so perplexed by constantly. It was written hundreds of years ago, but it was a document literally made so that it could be changed depending on the circumstances of society. But we just continue to delve deeper and deeper into its complicated nature, and I would rather be an active participant in creating change than watch from the sidelines.